Can somebody go check on these two? They're still talking shit.
And we're live. Super excited, finally here.
Bro, what is this that you're
Bro,
doing?
it's my energy, man. I like to be fully into it. I can't control myself right now.
Are
Bro.
you doing like a Bollywood dance pose already, bro? We just started shooting. What are you talking
What
about?
Bollywood pose are you talking about? Like Shah Rukh Khan pose or something?
Well, Shah Rukh Khan's like this, man. Come on, man.
Yo, that's not, you ain't gotta do me like that already, man.
All right. Anyways, let's get going. How's your week been, bro?
I got my heart broken yesterday, man.
Why? What happened, bro?
Bronny, I'm not gonna get to see him for the next year. His career might be over. And I finally watched the second episode of Last of Us, man. It was very sad and very heartbreaking.
That was very heartbreaking. I really get it, man. But you know what? Let's focus a little bit more on Bronny first. Let's see where your head's at with him. Like, why do you think you're not gonna get to see him again, bro? Come on, he's fresh in the league, bro. He's only a couple years in, man.
Because he's not an NBA player. Nepotism. Have you heard of nepotism here? Daddy LeBron James decided to just put him in the NBA, and now he's not. And the way he looked yesterday, he's about to retire very soon.
So you're basically very heartbroken that our lower Bronny here is not going to get any more ball. That's what it is.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were such a big Bronny fan. I didn't know that, bro. I'm so sorry.
I'm not gonna get to see the worst basketball player.
Oh, I see. So it's the worst basketball player in the league. Is that what you think he is?
He's not an NBA player, man. But let's get to the Lakers, man. I was shocked. I don't know what you thought, man.
Honestly, I thought Lakers were gonna win something there at home. Like they were at home. They were gonna go ahead and definitely put up a fight. I did not see a fight though, to be honest with you. I felt like they were just playing catch up throughout the whole game. What Rudy Gobert did, oh my god, man, it was phenomenal.
Lakers found a way to make Rudy Gobert look like Will Chamberlain out there, man. I mean, he had only 14 points in the first four games, and now he turns into Will Chamberlain, 26 and 27, bro. Like, what was that? I don't understand. And don't get me started on LeBron. Typical LeBron fashion. Fourth quarters, last three games, 5 points, 6 points, completely lethargic, man.
What do you expect from a 40-year-old man? Come on, bro.
Now you're gonna go with that now?
Come on. He's a daddy, bro. He's got his kids in the NBA right now, bro. No other players have done that before. Come on, you should give him some credit here, bro.
Flowers to Ant-Man, man. Ant-Man turned into Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. He turned into everything, man.
Last game he didn't show up. I don't think last game he showed up, but
he
definitely.
He didn't need to. He could have been he could have been Invisible Man to yesterday for all I care. He shot 0 for 11 from the 3-point line, and the Lakers still found a way to lose.
Yeah, well, you know what? When you have the best option as Austin Reeves as your third guy, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like that is literally saying something. And not to play Jackson Hayes, that was a big one, bro. What is JJ thinking?
I don't know. I don't know what Jackson Hayes has something on JJ Redick that we don't know. JJ looked very, very stubborn and very defensive. Oh, do I look like? Do you think I don't look and talk to my assistant coaches about substitutions? Clearly, you didn't. Clearly you don't. You did something in the history of basketball that's never been done. You played your entire starting five in the second half of the game. What the hell was that?
I mean, at the end of the day, you got to look at it.
You made history for the wrong reasons, by the way.
To be honest with you, I feel like Luka should have showed up more. He was trying his best in the fourth quarter, but I feel like he had zero help. Yeah. Nothing from LeBron, nothing from Austin Reeves. Maybe the only person I saw was, I think it was Finney-Smith. I think was the only guy that was actually doing something in the fourth quarter for Lakers.
No, he made Luka... I don't know how. He made Nico Harrison, he turned his PR completely around. He made him look like a stoic figure or something, man. I don't know what the hell.
Nico clearly knew what he was doing.
He needs to go he needs to go to the gym, man. He needs to go work on he's got baby fat, man.
You don't have baby fat? Look at your face, bro. You have those little chubby cheeks, man. Come on, bro.
Okay, but I'm not in the NBA. I'm not getting paid $300 million for the next 5 years, man. If I had $300 million, I'd be handsome too.
Are you? Are you not handsome right now? Come on, man.
No, I'd be in much better shape than the Luka Doncic, man. Like, Nico, come on, man. You got to be in better conditioning, man. You can't be getting tired. You got to put down the beers and the alcohol that you're doing, all the shisha you're doing with your boy, Nikola Jokic. But Nikola Jokic can get away with it because he's actually in the playoffs. He's arguably the best player. But, like, Luka, you gotta go in the gym, man. Nico Harrison looks right, man, right now, bro. Like, he doesn't look like he has that it factor in terms of getting yourself in shape, be committed, get on a diet or something, bro. It looks weird, man.
So where do you see yourself? Like, where do you think the Lakers are going, and where do you see like the rest of the NBA looking like next year?
I don't know. They're probably photoshopping right now with these annoying ass memes about how they're gonna land the next superstar is gonna be.
Who's the next superstar? Giannis?
Don't get me started.
Do you think Giannis and Luka team up though once LeBron is gone? Because Giannis only has 2 years left in his contract, or 1 year left in his contract.
Don't get me started, man. I've been to Los Angeles multiple times, but they're blessed in that, bro. They just find ways to get superstars. I can see that happening, but right now, I mean, you think Giannis is on the move?
I think he will be. I think Giannis is looking for another team. I think the main reason why is because he lost Lillard.
Yeah.
He has a Bobby Portis. He has who else? He has absolutely nothing after that.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like if you look at Giannis, I think he really needs to move on, and I think he has a lot of potential. I think Golden State all day, man.
Yeah, we'll get to your terrible trade proposals. What the hell was Giannis and Tyrese Halliburton's dad doing?
They're making love to each other, man. They need a little smooch. He was telling him he loves him, bro. This ain't no UFC out here.
Yeah, man. Personal space, man. You guys were like this close. Like, oh my God, I've never seen that. And it's like a perfect like hold me back moment. You know what a hold me back moment is?
Yeah.
You're about to fight, but you're really not gonna fight. But you want to act like you're gonna fight, but they're all gonna break it up.
Let me ask you this: did you get a lot of those back in the day?
Yeah, I had to do it, man. Because they're gonna break it up. You're not actually gonna fight. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I don't need to see that from 50. Like this is the NBA dads and everything. I understand. Support your kids. I get all that. LeVar Ball, now Halliburton, and everything. Like, where is that even? Like I don't understand. Like, there has to be some sort of separation here. And by the way, I don't think you understand how big Giannis is. Like he's 6'11".
Giannis is huge, man.
6'11", muscles coming out.
I'm about 6'1", man, and looking at a guy who's even like 6'6" or 6'7" in front of me looks huge. Man, so think about somebody that's Giannis' size, like 6'11", man, almost 7 feet tall. 7 feet tall,
coming
bro.
out of his ears and his neck, like from places that I did not even know existed. I mean, I don't get it. But
I don't know, man. I feel like Giannis is going to be on the move for sure, though. To be honest, I don't think Giannis is looking to stay in Bucks after this situation. He's a lone star. You know what? You know who else was a lone star for a very long time? Dame. Dame is another guy that was a lone star. Dame finally made a move, and look what happened to him.
Yeah, no, man. I mean, Dame. I mean, I feel for him. He came back after the blood clots. I've never seen that in my life. But I think he had a torn Achilles. I think he's. Yeah. I
think effectively his career is done. So where do you think Giannis goes? I think Golden State, man. I've been saying it forever. Golden State is the place for him to land, man. Come on, bro.
I know you're a Steph Curry groupie. I get it, but like, come on, but when you're doing these monumental trades.
But there is a potential for him to land there. There is a big potential for him to land there. And if he does land there, do you not think that's a big three?
It's an amazing big three. But like for me as a Bucks organization, John Horst, if I'm trading Giannis, a once in a generation player, I have to do whatever I can to recoup my assets because.
So where do you see Giannis going then? If you are looking to trade him, like if you are the Bucks GM right now and you're like, you know what, I need to put on this hat right here and become an NBA champion, which it says on your hat. Lovely chip by the Raptors in 2019. I loved it. Kawhi was great, the claw. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like if this is something that you're looking to do, where do you see yourself taking Giannis? Like, where do you think Giannis's home is, and what benefits the Bucks most in this situation?
No, it's not like for me, of course, Giannis he's been with the Bucks for a while. So I understand, like, you want to do right by him. Don't send him to like Siberia, like in Charlotte or something, right? I'm not saying that.
You never know that.
No, I'm not saying that. I mean, out of spite, he's done it the right way. But whoever gives me the best value. So right now, I think Houston with Şengün and Jalen Green and a couple of picks and maybe Tari Eason, you put all these things together, you have a good package. San Antonio is a good package. Now, I have no problem,
you think San Antonio gives the Wemby for Giannis?
No, absolutely not. No. Giannis is a bit too old right now. He's not too old. He's like 30, 31. But Wemby is like...
Giannis is in his prime, man. Wemby's still got a lot to grow.
But again, Wemby's Wemby. Wemby's... I've never seen anything like Wemby. But anyways, before we get to that, I know you want to trade him to the Warriors. I keep seeing these terrible trades. In order for you to do a trade like Giannis, I have to somewhat get equal value.
Yeah,
right?
So you get Draymond Green, you get Podminski, you're gonna get Moody, you're also gonna get like 4 picks.
I mean, I would trade Draymond to the WWE.
Yeah, but if you get 4 picks, I mean, yeah, he's great against KD. You know what I mean?
Like,
That's
what
the
do
only
you-
person he could actually hold up against. I think.
No, but like Draymond is like he's on his last legs. Like Podziemski and Kuminga, like he's not even playing in the series anymore. Like this is not gonna get it done. I'm not
But I think. Do you think Bucks goes for the picks though? Maybe they want the picks more than anything else.
But the picks have to be somewhat attractive as well. Because if you give Giannis to them, their picks, are gonna be in the 30s, bro. Like no, for me, Houston can make a good offer. San Antonio can make a good offer.
What about Dallas?
Dallas can maybe do it as well, but again, they don't have anything, man.
But does Giannis want to go to Texas? So is my biggest question. Does he want?
Giannis
Does he want that brisket?
Yeah,
our boy Joel Embiid loves those.
Don't get me started on Joel Embiid, man. Joel Embiid, like, don't get me started on him. Freaking career loser, man. I don't want to.
All right.
I don't want.
Let's not go to Joel Embiid, but let's go to the beard. Let's see how Harden. What do you think about Harden's performance right now in the playoffs? How do you feel about him?
It's falling back like my hairline.
Oh, I think so is his hairline too a little bit.
I noticed that today. I was playing basketball. I was watching him play the other day. He's with the freaking braids. He's got a big head too, man.
I also heard one more thing. I heard that he has a contract or something that he can't shave his beard, which is the weirdest thing ever. If somebody tells me I can't shave my beard because of a contract, like how do you? I mean, I know you can't grow a beard a little bit, but it's a little bit tough for you, bro. I know my Nepali brother is kind of tough for your people, but like I agree.
You think he went to Turkey?
Oh, he could have gone to Turkey, bro. I don't know, but you got a beard implant? Is that what he did? Do you think?
No. He's had the beard. He's had the beard.
He's had the beard for a while. But like, I remember when he was without the beard, he looked so weird, bro.
No. The beard does look good on him, But that's what people I think that's what I've noticed that in people as well. When they start to lose hair up top, the beards get bigger.
Oh, is that what you're trying to imply here?
That's what he's trying to do.
Is that what you're trying to imply to me here? Is that what it is, brother?
No, man. I mean, for me, like, but typical James Harden, right on schedule, finding ways to choke right now. Like last game, like he didn't do anything. Like typical, genuflection and prostration. And when it comes to the playoffs, how.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, the game's happening tonight. Let's see how Clippers and Denver phase out here. If Clippers get overtaken by Denver, then Denver against OKC is gonna be a big challenge. But I think Denver might be the only team that might be able to beat OKC in the in this whole playoffs.
I don't get how you can. I mean, like it's testament to Joker's greatness. It doesn't make any sense. It makes me feel like I can go to the NBA.
With Joker, the way Joker is?
Yeah, man. The guy's not fast. He's
not
athletic.
He goes.
He's 7 feet tall. He's 7 feet.
He's a giant that walks in and he will light up any room. I want to go here and shoot. I win.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, man. Like but he's like testament to his greatness. It's all his IQ. It's all his skill. Like
he's great, man. No, there's no doubt about that. Like I think
like him and Luka, like they find ways. Like they're not fast. They're not quick. They can't jump over a sofa for all I care. I mean, they can't do anything. Right?
I'm pretty sure they can jump over a sofa being 7 foot tall, bro.
Jokic jumps like this.
But he doesn't need to jump though. That's the thing. He doesn't need. If he jumps, he's gonna cause an earthquake. That's how big he is, bro.
He reminds me of my hops in UTN basketball, bro. Like I was like this here, and someone was like, "Yo, Omer, you gotta go do more squats or something. Get your vertical up or something." Bro, Jokic does not have any vertical.
All right, now the real question is this the end to LeBron's career?
I think he's got one more year.
Do you think it's one more year, or do you think he comes back and says, "You know what? I'm gonna hang my boots up now"?
No, I think he's on contract for one more year. I think he's so. I don't know why he's supposedly the GOAT, and
that's arguable. That's very arguable.
He's supposedly the GOAT, but you're also obsessed with number 23 because I think that he's going to be going into his 23rd season. I think he plays his 23rd season,
and then he calls that 23rd.
And I think he calls it. And I think like he didn't look good, man. I think he great.
A little typical faction, 40-year-old man, going like a little lazy.
Man, you guys. I mean, you can't elevate him when he carries bums, and when he loses, you guys make all the excuses for him. It's a double standard right here, man.
Do you think his heart is stabbed as hard as Joel was stabbed?
No, Joel. No, I'm not gonna. I'm never. No, Joel is just a different. Joel was different, bro. Like I've never seen a death like that, bro. I've never seen a death like that in my life. I mean, like
is that? Do you think the most heartbreaking death you've seen on TV?
No. Sorry, let me take that back. No, I think Mufasa dying. That's up there,
bro. That's Mufasa dying is pretty big, man. That resonates with me here, man. Like right here, Mufasa's my guy, bro. James Earl Jones for the win, bro.
Mufasa dying And I think, like for me, Johnny Cage, if you watch Mortal Kombat.
Come on, bro. You're really like Mortal Kombat is all about the gore and everything. Why is it such a why does it resonate with you like that, man? Come on.
Is that your favorite character?
Nah, bro, not even. Johnny Cage, no way, bro. It's all about Raiden, bro. It's God of Thunder, bro. Raiden all day, bro. All day.
You're not a Luke.
Come on, bro.
You're not a Luke.
Nah. I'm not about none of that stuff, bro. Come on.
No. But anyways, if Johnny Cage, I think he died in the second Mortal Kombat out of nowhere. Shang Tsung or whatever. Or something. I think he got his back broken or something. I was very traumatized with that. But this death,
clearly you've been very traumatized. Yeah, I can tell, bro. You look like you're about to shed a tear there for Johnny Cage, bro.
No. But this death was just like, yo, dude, like he saved that.
But people don't give a shit, bro. What do you mean?
This girl Abby or whatever, and and I didn't feel I didn't feel bad for her in any way. I understand, if you go in the last season, like your dad died and whoop-de-whoop-de-doo, and I get it.
Whoop-de-doop-de-doo.
No.
Do you even understand the premise of Abby here? Do you understand the whole premise?
No, I get it, but I understand your dad dying, but I think the writers here, did not do a good job of building her character.
Okay,
her being a more.
All right, let's take a little step back here. Okay, I'm gonna say one little point here to your point here, which is you have a very good point that they didn't go ahead and portray Abby in a way where they didn't give her a backstory. I don't think they needed to give her a backstory because they're gonna do that as the show progresses on, right? Now, I feel like there's gonna be a lot more backstory to Abby.
A backstory in the sense that once upon a time there was an Abby. She liked the
No, of
cereal.
course, I understand that. I completely understand that. But you can go ahead and introduce. But they introduced your character, right?
It's just one scene of
That's okay. That's okay. But they introduced your character. They showed her that this character is here. This character is out for revenge to get Joel, right? And because she's out to go ahead and get revenge, you gotta remember one thing, right? This show, it's not the typical show where they're like, oh, let me go ahead and introduce your character and, give them a little backstory. And then they're going to go ahead and do something epic. They basically were like, you know what? We're going to bring Abby and she's going to do something epic. As soon as she does this something epic, as soon as she's done this, now all eyes are on Abby. Everybody's like, who the fuck is this girl? You know what I mean? Who is she? What does she come from? Why is she after Joel this badly, even though her dad died? Yeah, people die all the time, man. But the way Joel killed him, Joel was very ruthless in killing him. He shot him right in the head, right? Because Joel just went on a rampage there. He killed about 18 people or something, 18 fireflies. I think one of them was her dad. The first person was her dad. And he's basically trying to save Ellie, Do you know the whole perspective behind why Ellie's been so pissed off with him?
I don't get it either. I'm like, he saved your life, man. You should be thankful, man.
Okay, so let me go a step back here. Why Ellie's so pissed off at Joel here, right? The biggest thing with Joel being pissed.
He's got gray hair, though.
No, it's not even the gray hair factor, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. It's not that. You know what it is? I'll tell you this, okay? So Ellie in general is it's from this Gen Z where I am empower. I am empowerment. That's what their whole perspective is. This whole new generation, right? They want to be like, we have the right to make our decision. Like, if you not seen the new people, have you not seen kids be they're suing their parents? You gave me birth because you didn't give me the choice to go ahead and be born. You brought me into this world because of that reason. Have you not seen those those things come up? So it's basically along that route, right? Like, she's like, oh, how dare you save me? Like, when Joel was talking to when he was talking to his therapist, he tells him that I saved her, basically, right? So she's pissed off with Joel because Joel did not give her a choice to either save humanity. Yeah, exactly. I understand that. I do get that. But the fact is, she's like, you didn't give me the choice to.
Needles up her ass, man.
Pretty much, right? But she didn't go ahead and have that choice to be like, let me save humanity or let me make my own choice in what I want to do. Like, it's my choice if I want to die or live. And Joel took that option from her. So let me come to you, for example, and I'll be like, look, here's water here. Here's water here, but you can't drink unless I tell you to drink.
Make like Pfizer or Moderna or something?
I mean, bro, it's not COVID at the end of the day, right? Like, that's what we're looking at.
I'm just saying, make a vaccine or something.
Yeah, but bro, like, at the end of the day, like, you can make a vaccine, but like, it's not that easy to make a vaccine, right? Like, you have to worry about the fact that there's a lot more things in testing and everything that has to go into it. They cannot test as yet, especially with these always like truffles or trifles or whatever the hell you want to call these, like mushroom men, right? They they're coming out of like mushroom men, like yeah, but like we should call Mario, we should call the Super Mario Brothers, bro. They're just gonna eat the mushrooms up and just go they'll grow up and like get a little bit bigger and bigger, whatever it may be, right? But at the end of the day, right, like I think what's going on here is with this show, it's got up a good aspect for Ellie now. Ellie's gonna take over the show. She is a great actress. She doesn't know the crap out of me. I think we all kind of agree on that, like a lot of us. But she is a great actress. She does a good job as an actress, so she is gonna do well. Her revenge arc is going to start now. When this revenge arc starts, is where you're going to see a lot more of Abby. You're going to learn a lot more about Abby as you want to learn.
Maybe like it's like I don't know. I always get this word wrong. Adaptation, or is it adaptation? Adaptation. Sorry, I work a lot with I have an IT background. I work a lot with South Asian people, and sometimes they have
So you're just telling me you're a fob.
no, no. I'm not saying fobby. They affectionately they have thick accents, and sometimes I don't know why I just turn into them, so
does that adaptation? Okay.
So how's compared to the game and to the show? How do you think the adaptation is going?
I think that adaptation so far has been good. And at the end of the day, like when we look at the whole show itself, when we compare the two, I've only played like the first game. I've never played the second game, right? So I've only played part one of the game.
Yeah.
Playing part one of the game.
The Joel dying was new for you.
Joel dying was new for me, so it was a little bit hard for that. I actually thought Tommy was gonna die. I didn't think Joel was gonna die. The whole time I was watching my wife, I was like, "Yo, I think Tommy's gonna die this episode." The way they're setting it up with Tommy being the focus, and with that whole trifle mushroom man going after
on
Tommy.
steroids.
Yeah, that guy was on steroids, man. That guy was massive. That guy looked like a Shaquille O'Neal on with the mushroom head coming out or something like that.
Yeah.
But basically, like when you look at that, right, like that was it was very new for me. But at the end of the day, like when you're looking at the whole situation, when they did the first season was very well adapted from.
I think it's called Clicker, or is it the big one? What's the big one called?
I don't know what they're called, man.
No, but
clickers. Maybe they call them clickers. I don't know what they call them.
Because in the first season, I don't know, in a couple of episodes, I think when it comes out, it was an explosion everywhere. It was like chaos everywhere, and that big thing came on. I think that like portrayal was better than what the hell we saw. What the hell?
Yeah, of course. It was a little bit different. But like I think they're trying to show more.
He looked like a giant from the beanstalk.
It's okay. They're trying to show more. Was it like Jokic a little bit? Like the Jokic giant?
Yeah, it could be Jokic. That was literally Jokic walking around.
Yeah, like, I must eat.
It felt a little cartoonish to me, man.
Yeah, it is a little bit, but I get it. I get where you're coming from, right? But at the end of the day, I think they did a good adaptation so far from the show, right? And it's been well. And so far, I think it's going well. I think the show itself is going to pick up now with as I said, with Ellie's arc.
Yeah, I haven't watched the third episode.
Yeah, so like you see a little more about Ellie, and you start learning a little more about her now, right? And I've seen the third episode, so I don't want to ruin it for you, but that's basically like where Ellie's, gonna pick up. You're gonna see a lot more of Dina. You're gonna see a lot more of Ellie. You're gonna see maybe Tommy.
Random character.
She's not a random character, right? She's
completely
a friend.
Brand new, I think.
Yeah, she's in, no. She's in the what's it called?
First one as well.
She's not in the first one, but she gets introduced in Wyoming, right?
Yeah.
When they're in Jackson, Wyoming, or whatever, the whole encampment that they're in. Just introduced there. So that being said, you'll see a good dynamic, like a new dynamic flow between the two of them, right? And now when the journey that they're gonna go on together, basically is gonna go ahead and take you on a journey throughout the show. And that's where you're gonna learn more about Ellie, you're gonna learn more about Abby as you want to learn as well, right? And you see how Jackson, Wyoming area kind of goes around Abby.
And I do like this episode was heavy. Like it was a lot of content here. And in typical
HBO fashion.
Typical HBO fashion. I mean, I do like it, but I do feel like they're I want to find like a medium or something. Clearly in like, Pakistani dramas or Indian dramas, clearly there's no freaking editing process, and the show's going on for years. I'm not saying that, but trying to squeeze all that into 7 episodes, I'm not sure how they're going to do that.
You know what it is? I think what they've done is they've broken it down over multiple seasons. Right now, we're gonna probably have to wait another like 3, 4, 5 years for it to be completely done. And I think that's where like we're gonna see their different dynamic. And I think the show is going to change from the game quite a bit now, because I don't think they can stretch out the game that far ahead. They might go beyond the game.
Is it most likely heading in the direction of Ellie's revenge, or do we see these?
Well, right now it's going to be Ellie's revenge. Immediately it's going to be Ellie's revenge for sure.
That could be a theme, but like I'm just saying, do we see those these mushroom monsters, whatever they are?
You're definitely going to see more of them. Yeah, you're definitely going to see more of them. They're going to be a big factor. If you look at something like the Walking Dead, I'm going to give an example of. You always look at in Walking Dead, they always had 3 sides. There's always Rick and his people. Then you always had the other people, which were like Negan or. Sorry?
Rick Ross is in it?
Yes, Rick Ross is in it, bro.
Yeah.
Another man with a big beard.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, so basically what we're looking at is like, you had Rick, and then you had like Negan, for example. That was the third party. But then you also, and the second party, and the third party being the walkers, right? So there's a lot of them, like, there's always that aspect being built around it. And there's always there's a scare that if we go out of here, this encampment, whatever it is, we're going to be attacked by the walkers. and there's always that threat around there. Right? So we need to always be careful. We need to watch that, look at that, and look at how Last of Us is. Now, Last of Us was working a little bit differently. They're not focusing so much on the trifles or whatever it is.
Is it like the same production company or something? Or
I don't know if it's the same production company, right? But like, I think that was done by AMC. This is done by HBO. I mean, but you gotta remember,
it's like an apocalypse.
Yeah, similar. It's similar type of theme, right? Similar
mean?
theme. It's a similar theme, but it's not the same thing at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
When you go ahead and look at that, right? Like this is basically.
I'll check out. I'll finish.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, that's what it is.
Yeah, I'll definitely check out Walking Dead. I'm definitely
Have you never seen Walking Dead?
I've seen some episodes here and
Oh,
there.
it's such a good show, man. It was actually a very well done show.
I'll definitely go check it out. But overall, I was also very, very nervous as I watched, before yesterday, because the Maple Leafs, they were up 3-2. They were up 3-1.
Hey, you know what? They're through now. We know they're through tonight.
Yeah,
so congrats to them. Definitely big congrats to them.
Yeah, man, because every time 3-1 comes and then Boston Bruins finds, I'm not saying the Senators are like that, but yeah, you just hold your breath. I wish I could have been there to support him, man. It's just like I don't know what the hell Toronto's doing.
Hey, you know what? We gotta support.
Why is it so expensive, man? Like, what was it? $370 for the ticket?
That's the average cost, I think. Something.
To what?
Like that,
to be outside the stadium?
Yeah, pretty much. Be sitting right outside the stadium. You're gonna go ahead at the top.
Telescope for that or something?
Yeah, man. Did you not know that? Like, bro, you need that.
Like that here, man?
But to be honest, you know what is? I think with Toronto in general, everything's very expensive here, man. Everything's very expensive in terms of sports, right? You go to the only cheap sport that we pretty much have is the Jays, and even with the Jays, they're not all that cheap. They're probably the cheapest tickets that we get, right? But Raptors are expensive. Leafs are expensive. Jays are mid. But you have what's it called? MLS. MLS is expensive for us as well. So it's going to be like, you gotta look at this. It's Toronto as a whole. I think it's just the economy itself. They capitalize on the fact that, hey, look, this is a very diehard sports fan kind of, city. And because this is a very diehard sports fan city. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue twister on myself.
I get that you can be the biggest diehard. You can be diehard like Bruce Willis. I don't care. I don't understand like hockey. I get it. I know like hockey is it's Canada's sport. I get it, but anyways, you got 7 teams here. Like, why is it like supply and demand? I get it, basic economics, but bro, like you got Ottawa, you got Calgary, you got a bunch of these teams. Edmonton, you got a bunch of teams here. Vancouver. Why are these tickets? Because the reason why I go back to ball, because the Raptors are the only team here in basketball.
Yeah, but that's not Raptors' fault. Right, like that's not Raptors' fault. There could have been other markets. Like Vancouver used to be a market at one point. They're no longer there, right? But you gotta remember, like at the end of the day, these markets are going to come and go. These teams come and go at the end of the day. But like, I don't understand why these tickets are so skewed. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Because my only thing is when you come into our stadium or our home court advantage or whatever. It's like, an average fan should be able to go and sit and enjoy and cheer for their team. But if you're going to charge like $400 or $500 to be and need a telescope to watch the game, then what the hell's the point? Because the real fans are outside. I feel like I
didn't know you're such a big hockey fan, man. I feel like you're very heartbroken.
Is
this something else that broke your heart this week, bro?
I mean, I like your colors because with the green and the purple, Pakistan and and the Raptors.
Hey, look,
purple,
this is all OVO, bro.
I could have done without the owl, but anyways. But
so you're trying to hate on Drake now, bro? Come on, we can go on so forever. We can go on forever here.
I don't want to hate on Drake. He is from Toronto, but like he just finds ways to do things to irritate me. But anyways, I just want like the fans, to be able to go ahead because like you want to have a good home court advantage. The only people that can really afford tickets are people that don't really care. An average 25.
You know what it is, but you know what it is. A lot of people are just sitting there with season tickets. Yeah, they don't care. They don't care. They're like, we'll sit on the season tickets our whole life. Because there's resale value in there, right? So when you go ahead and resell any ticket, like if I'm getting the ticket at like $250, $300, I'm gonna resell it like $500. Why not? I'm gonna make my money. Why not? Right? That's basically it. And I think that being said, like just the unfortunate part about sports, right? You have diehard fans, and then you have people who are just sitting there to make money. That's just how it works, right?
Yeah, but overall, man, I'm happy to see the Leafs advance and. I hope they do well. This is a hockey city. I know when the Raptors won their title here, it was different. I hope the Leafs win here too.
Yeah, for sure. Let's look forward to it next week, man.
All right, brother.
All right, take care, man. Have a good night.
Thank you.